We are in 2025.
But the debate on rent versus buy is still tap dancing its way into every financial conversations like an overzealous uncle who just discovered cryptocurrency.
Let's have small talk about it.
First, a reality check.
Interest rates,
They are not as polite as they used to be.
housing prices,
Still doing their cardio.
salaries,
Trying to keep up but wheezing a little.
in short. Buying a house today feels like committing to a 20-year relationship with a bank minus the romance plus lot of paperwork. On the other hand, renting feels like dating. You are free, flexible, and your money is going somewhere.
But not into the bricks that you own.
Wait, it's not as that simple. Renting is not so irresponsible choice. Let's kill the myth, renting is not setting your salary on fire. It's strategic. Especially if you are mobile, unpredictable, or allergic to commitment. Renting means no property tax, no maintenance surprises. Have you ever tried budgeting for a leaking ceiling? Spoiler, you can't. No down payment can draining your bank account like a slow leak in a bathtub. And in 2025, with urban job markets still shifting and remote work still hovering like an undecided cloud, flexibility is currency. Need to move cities because your startup pivoted into an NFT dating app that only works in Goa.
Cool. You're not locked into a 30-year mortgage.
But let's not romanticize it either. Renting also means your landlord could suddenly decide your bathroom is now their storage unit. Rent hikes that feel like blackmail with extra steps. Zero equity. Your payments build someone else's wealth, but not yours.
So, renting is freedom with strings. Invisible ones. Like fishing lines for your wallet.
Now let's talk about the sacred cow of Indian middle-class dreams, that is buying a house. The greatest milestone that your parents won't stop hinting at between marriage and children. What does owning a house gives you?
Stability.
Unless your builder vanishes.
The joy of saying, my house. A physical asset that may appreciate in value.
And also, you can paint your walls with neon green if you want.
The paint won't look good, but it's your choice.
But buying a home in 2025 is very expensive. Here's what you are really signing up for. A down payment that's practically a kidney sale away. EMIs that don't care if you lost your job or your crypto portfolio tanked. Hidden costs. Registration, interiors, maintenance, society charges, it's like peeling an onion. You cry at every layer.
But what about building wealth?
Yes, home ownership may be a long-term wealth builder. Can be but not always. If you are in a growing area, if the infrastructure plans pan out, if the builder isn't in jail by next monsoon, your home value might appreciate.
Might?
And you should remember that homes aren't liquid. I mean, you can't sell a square foot of your home to cover a medical bill. You can't withdraw a balcony to pay your children's school fees. Yes, your home is an asset, but a very illiquid one. It's like owning gold jewelry that you might sell in a crisis, but only after 10 arguments and a minor emotional breakdown. Just compare that the same money if invested in mutual funds or stocks while renting instead of buying a house, which can be a valid approach. So that you can potentially build a more diversified and less headache-ridden portfolio. Of course, there's a risk associated with this approach too, like the market might nosedive, or inflation could punch in your teeth, or the rent you saved may end up funding your online shopping addiction.
So, I say it's all about priorities.
Let's do some rough calculations, just practical numbers without equations and Greek letters. Say you are looking for a 2 BHK in a Tier 1 city. What is the price tag?
Around 1.2 crore rupees.
Down payment?
Maybe 20 to 25 rupees lakh upfront.
EMI?
Roughly 80,000 rupees to 90,000 rupees per month for 20 years, assuming a 9% interest rate. Over the loan term, you'll pay nearly double the principal in total.
Yes, double. Now compare that with renting the same apartment.
Rent?
Yes, the rent may be around 35,000 rupees to 40,000 rupees per month. Unnecessary upfront kidney sale is not required. That difference in monthly cash outflow 40,000 rupee to 50,000 rupee can be invested. Now ask yourself, do you want to build equity in a property slowly with the promise of future ownership? Or would you rather keep things fluid, invest the difference, and maybe retire early?
But there's also the emotional economics that no calculator can show you such stuff. We the people need a psychological security of apna ghar. It's not about numbers but about knowing no one can kick you out of the house with a 30-day notice. Of course, some people get itchy thinking about being tied to one location for decades. They like to change zip codes the way we change pillow covers. Neither of the mindset is wrong, but don't buy a house just because it's what grown-ups do. Otherwise you end up in a house as poor who with a sofa you can't afford to sit because of your AC bill is overdue.
So, what makes sense in 2025?
Honestly, it depends on you. Do you crave stability? Will you stay there for at least a decade? Did you have the upfront money without cutting your emergency fund? Then, buying might be your thing. But if you value flexibility or if you want to supercharge your investments before locking into a property, then renting is smart. Ignore the noises of the uncle at weddings, the banker who calls thrice a day, or the YouTube guy who's selling home loan hacks with suspiciously white teeth. Instead, look at your finances, your values, your risk appetite and your stage of life. And if you're still unsure, then here's a radical idea. Wait, there's no shame in not deciding yet. Neither your dreams or the market's not going anywhere. At the end of the day, most of us aren't just buying or renting a house. We're buying comfort, control, or maybe even validation. So next time if you catch yourself drooling over a builder brochure or scrolling through property portals like it's Tinder, ask yourself, am I doing this because it's right for me or because it feels expected? That question alone might save you crores and possibly a whole lot of regret. Thank you for listening this article till here. Hope it's useful.